What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers on the Warriors of the North DLC. I did as promised at the end of the last episode, and I went ahead and knocked out, where was I? Over here, these two locations. This one was a pretty huge undead fight. Didn't give me nothing. It was kind of a miserable long fight. It was a little bit tactically challenging, but ultimately uninteresting. And the biggest thing I got out of these fights were some great axes. You'll notice here that I've got our brothers slightly rearranged. I've got armor switched around, trying to get the best gear possible on our brothers. And yeah, we're about to go into an amazing fight, guys. But that notwithstanding, took both of the fights. The fights weren't, like I said, that interesting. Glad to have spared you guys from them. And I've been traveling. I kind of went up here. This fight is enormous. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. It's this one. This one is like a boss fight. It's got like every rare barbarian unit inside of it, including armored unholds. And I was thinking about doing this one, then I came down, I went to Sheks, and this is a pretty powerful goblin fortification, but then I found this, guys. Wagash Blot. That's another champion orc warlord. A plethora of orc young, some orc berserkers, many warriors, and another warlord. This is like a boss battle. I mean, this will be one of the top hardest fights we take in this playthrough. And I thought we could just do it for fun. Treat it like a boss fight. Take it really serious. I've got all of our great weapon guys intermingled in the front lines. I've got our armor-piercing throwing weapons in the front as well. With Jotnar kind of holding down the center here, and Isaac and Svarog on the flanks, and we're going to take advantage of our crossbowmen, and almost certainly going to be using billhooks and everything else this battle. But this is going to be intense, guys. It's going to be an intense fight. The only thing I think that lets me feel like I might have a chance here is either if this is in the forest or the swamp. Looks like swamp to me. We won't know until we get in there. But if it takes place on the swamp and we can get an advantageous high ground position and force the orcs to come to us through the swamp, they'll be exhausted and we'll just be able to pick them off with our ranged firepower for the entire time, as well as our throwing weapons. So, without any further ado, guys, there's also 18 direwolves here, which would be cool to kill. But I think I'm going to pass on those. Maybe they'll still be here if we survive this. But check it out. He looks like a warrior, actually. Huh, maybe he's a champion orc warrior. He has the same portrait. But the last few champions we fought have actually been warlords, I thought. Maybe they just have the same armor as champions. That could be, or warlords, that could be a thing. So we have some choices to make right off the bat. I'm looking at the earth. So we go here, 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 and then make a wall this way. That's not bad. Zach currently is not standing on swamp. I think we need to pass. We're going to position to force the orcs to fight inside of the mud. And we definitely don't want to take these shots because we need to move. So we're going to lose some value on the opening volleys. But we're going to more than make up for it by holding this line here. Damn, we can't quite get him there. We can almost get in there and use adrenaline, and I think that's good enough. We need to make plenty of room for our brothers up top. So we've got 1, 2, 3, perhaps 4. Or maybe we do something like 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 would take this. Probably putting Behemoth here, or here rather, goes this way. This is important for me to kind of pace out because it tells me where we need to position. Where we position on the first turn is critical. We might be able to leave this space unoccupied, and they'll try and jump in and we'll just smash them with our crossbows and stuff. I hate leaving a broken line. But otherwise, the top of our formation is here. That might be good enough, but I don't want them to go over the top of me and go around our formation that easily. We could always put our formation up to here and then use Isaac as kind of bait up top. Let's bring him up here. And if we want to step him up one further, we can. This is Gromek. He looks like a warrior, and it looks like he has a unique shield. Okay, pass, pass, pass. We'll go here. Here. Indomitable. Here. And we should be able to throw. Nice. Kind of like that he's going to be in this crook position. This kind of like elbow position. With Jotnar in front of him, because it means he may not be obstructed when it comes time for him to attack. Okay, let's step in here. And using our crossbows, we can knock them backwards, perhaps make it take longer for the young and the berserkers and such to engage. Happy to see that the warlord does not have a shield. That's a big deal. Put a little focus fire down range. This is solid ground here. That might just be good enough. If we can get Ragnar right there, that would probably be fine. And we've already used Adrenaline here. We'll be able to get Svarog on the end. And we may want to step Zack inward. I think this is fine. And no one should reach Isaac this turn. How far can we go? Okay, let's just get on the high ground then. Good kill. Adrenaline, because while it takes them forever to walk through the swamp, I think their charge kind of bypasses it. I like having rotations too for a battle like this. Let's get here. And we actually don't need to Indomitable. I decided to change out and put the trophy necklace on Svarog. So that's great. It might be better suited to Isaac with this positioning, but I think it's still fine. And Behemoth is currently wearing Wonton's armor. He's got his armor and he's got his helmet. So way more armor than he normally is. I mean a ton. Like 150 total, probably. Something to that effect. And let's not waste this turn trying to get, slightly better positioning. See, and we'll do this here. Because we don't really have a great shot on anyone, now we can switch up. And when the time comes, if we run out of ammo and we're still in this position, which I hope we are, because it's a nice turtle position, we'll be able to just whip out our banner and hit anyone who steps up. But this is a really nice wall we've made. Wish this guy wasn't where he is. If we step up one, I think we have a clear line of sight. Man, and if we hit him there, we knock him backwards, which was really my greater consideration. Step back. And we'll just wait there and see what happens. Berserkers are the priority, as you see. I'm focusing them down. 64% there, feels kind of bad. And 83% on the Warlord. That did almost nothing. But it's pretty easy to get the Warlords to want to rout. Just whatever we do, we have to make sure we're using Indomitable. Good hit. Couple nice kills here or there. Could really swing this battle. Go for the armor on Gromek. Isaac's got a lot of weight to pull in the north. And Indomitable. Perfect. And Indomitable. The first, like, meeting of the lines is where we need Indomitable. It's going to prevent us from getting stunned from their charge, if you're not familiar. Otherwise, we just don't need it. So we're going to be able to, like, discontinue using that. And the only time we might use it is if we have a particular brother surrounded, perhaps. So we have an option to use poison as well. Let's do that. We're just sitting here. It's been a long time since we used poison. So this character is using a weapon coated with poison. The next few hits, doing at least 6 damage to hit points, will apply it. So it doesn't waste the poison effect if you only hit armor. Targets affected will have blurred vision and a hard time moving in a coordinated fashion until the effect has faded. I mean, that's pretty cool. So it'll help him fight the berserkers and keep him from getting hit by the man splitter. And he also applies serious bleed whenever he hits someone too. So I like what we've done here. This is still an incredibly dangerous fight. We've only killed 3 of them so far. That was a solid miss. And there we go. Indomitable saving us from their charge. Whiffing that crossbow shot up top with Raynor was pretty awful. Probably would have set that berserker back in a complete extra turn. We love that they're crowded in like this. This is the best. If they were spread out completely, they would be able to, like, match our lines. And picking off the dudes who are on the flanks is perfect. Because they're the, like, this guy's the closest to us, right? With him gone, now they have to, like, keep stepping in. It's pretty terrible for them. We just don't have good shots. Okay. Hidden warrior. We might just want to step in with Raynor and use his two-handed weapon. And you know what? Let's get in here and just wreck this guy. And he's poisoned. Is this an unblocked shot? Interesting. It won't move him backwards, but it'll do some serious damage. Let's put some hits on him instead. Get out this Shamshir. Perfect. And whenever we get the chance to rest a bit, it's pretty important that we do so. Don't like that we can't knock back... Ooh, this is rough. That we can't knock back the warriors into the swamp. Because that would honestly be excellent if we could. See some wavering in the lines. That's awful. This is like the type of thing we needed really not to happen, and he's full health as well. If we could break him, that would be cool. We've got a line shot here. Let's take it. We hit the one in the back. And he wants to run. Very good. Kind of messing me up here. Unless he decides to start running, he's ruining our ability to shoot. I don't remember if we're reloaded here. I don't see where it says. So we'll just save that. And we had an extra attack. Yeah, him bursting through like that was awful. Skeeb doesn't have Indomitable, I don't believe. Alright, let's see what they do. These berserkers are getting in. And some of our archers are now shut down. Killing this guy would be great. Man, Isaac was not immune. We are getting surrounded, but we still have pretty good tactical advantages. See what the odds are. 68, and we whiff. Come on, dog, buddy. Nice. Alright, I'm more worried about his yell bringing people back from routing than I am about his yell, like, routing us. Okay. That sucks pretty hard too, but we have some redundancy in our line here. And instead of reloading, we'll switch it up. Now we've got the fighting axe online. I don't want to destroy his shield because I want to get it. He does have shield wall up, however. So many warriors. We can't go for a line shot. Should 100% have hit this guy. He's standing in the swamp, and he doesn't have a shield wall active. Alright, give me that kill. That'll give me Killing Frenzy. And I was hoping it would shake some of these other ones. Okay, they are getting shaken. I was thinking if we could rotate him with anyone, but I think he's in a good spot, actually. So 9 down, few of them running. Dang it, dog. It's a pretty epic battle. We haven't really taken any damage yet, to be fair. We lost a dog just now. But that dog took one of these hits from this ridiculous weapon. So we're happy. Let's put that big damage there. What else do we have? We have to deal with this flanking berserker at some point. And that miss was about as bad as it gets. Killing this berserker would have left us in a much better situation. If we could land a few range shots here on this berserker, you know, then it's just like Raynor fighting a warrior. And we can get him out of that. Okay. This isn't terrible. We'll wait. Switch back to our crossbow and reload it. This is awful. Raynors like to die here. And now that's Farog is standing in the swamp while they are in the high ground. It's pretty bad. And Zach's nimble's helping him out a bit here. He's not taking that much damage. Good kill. Considering the circumstances, that was pretty lucky. Alright, we're going to have to use adrenaline here. We need to go first, kill this berserker. Damn. It was a risky shot, but there was a chance I could have got him here and switched out with rotation. And then he could have ran kind of without being messed with. Now he's probably going to die. Decapitation. Hoping to strike some fear. But all of these guys, because they killed that dog, they're all extremely confident, not to mention the warlord is bellowing. And now you can kind of see the battle line here. It's just us surrounded by orc warriors. Sadly, Raynor just... his shots at the top really came back to bite him. The fact that he missed so many. We could have potentially had one of these berserkers dead before he even got to the line. And now he's paying for it. Damn. We needed to get lucky there. We missed the jump 3 times. That's awful. Still could have saved him, and we just landed any one of... If we managed to escape from this guy who's now routing. And Zach is nearly dead, thanks to the champion. Switch it up. If we can break the champion, Zach is actually pretty safe. Never mind. Oh my god. Like I said, guys, I'm treating this as like a boss battle. I'm not super concerned. We can fight it out, or we can restart now. Or we can ignore this battle altogether because it's 30 orcs and most of them are warriors. And that's an incredibly difficult fight that normally takes doing multiple times. But I just thought this would be a fun thing for us to do. We had so many outs to this and that. And I think we did all the right things. We protected ourselves from the stuns on the opening turns. It's just later on they're able to push us back and take the ground from us. Maybe there's a way we could have positioned to prevent them from pushing. Raynor and Zach are dead for sure. Everyone else might be fine. I think from here we could probably turn this. Wow, Leisure Side is now in trouble. Good hits. Not going down without swinging, that's for sure. And every kill like that we get is huge. Because it just shakes them up so much. I guess Isaac just wasn't enough to hold that northern spot. That's kind of where we've crumpled the most. Now the champion is fleeing. Trying to get these kills, and I didn't realize how much armor he had left. That was my mistake. I would not have attacked a guy who was already fleeing. I attacked him because getting the kill might have shaken the other ones. This is still technically a safer spot because he's only got one guy next to him, as opposed to 2. Now we've got Behemoth thinking about running. Man, our best armored guys are almost never the ones that take damage. They just straight up get ignored. And the enemy goes straight for, like, the squishies. Feels bad. That didn't scare them at all. Yeah, guys. Like I said, this is for fun. Tough battle. 30 is a lot, especially when you throw in the champion. Yeah, let's just go ahead and reload this. Man. We may want to avoid this, but it was for fun. And let's keep exploring. This location's not going anywhere. I think we could do it, given enough tries. Maybe something I'll do in my off time. But the last thing I want to do is spend an hour today just grinding that fight over and over again. We can take on these direwolves, though. Get a bunch of free pelts. And we've got a lot of stuff in our inventory right now we can make some serious money off of. These look like they're almost all frenzied. See, they have these kind of like rabies looking mouths. So they're super fast, they apply overwhelm, and they attack a lot. shoot the ones who haven't closed the gap yet. Okay. Wait there. Still, we didn't get him off. He's not off of us yet, so we couldn't throw our throwing weapons. Let's get that kill. Double misses, eh? That's a lot of misses. Let's get out the bill hook. Perfect. That activated our killing frenzy. We're just going to wait for them to come in now. They're going to attack us a lot, and they're going to apply a lot of stacks of overwhelm. But our back line won't be affected. Unless they jump into the back line, but we'll be able to get this guy. This is the type of fight I like, though. They run straight at us. We know what we're getting. No messing around. And we'll probably get a lot of like wolf parts that we can sell that we don't need for taxidermy or anything else. Alright, let's go for a round swing. We'll hit these two and then him. Try and get the kill. Nice. Easy kills. Got to get our fighting axe out on Hans. Might be worth it to use adrenaline. We're good on fatigue. We just don't want them to hit us before we get a chance to swing, because we don't want the overwhelm to be applied. Same here. We're going to shake off the overwhelm at the end of the turn. We use adrenaline. We go before them, hopefully. And we get the kills, and then we can kind of change up our formation from there. Basically like this. And now our front line can kind of change up to help Isaac up here. Man, they're everywhere. We don't have a clear line of sight on that one. Maybe from that angle? No, not quite. So let's just step out. About to say, there's almost no way we land this hit because we have so many stacks on us. Perfect. And there's nothing like getting run over by a bunch of orcs to make you lose your confidence. But we're still strong, and I think we could take that fight, honestly. If we just tried it a few times. I don't know if it's worth it. It has no story driving purpose. It would be very time consuming, but super fun. I wanted that dude's shield. Even though we don't need it. What I really like to get, guys, and I realized yesterday, I think I was thinking about Battle Brothers, and I realized that we don't have any of the Ancient Dead unique weapons that they added to the game. I haven't even seen one yet. So one of the wolves, it looks like, is getting away. Was hoping that scenario would happen, and it worked out beautifully. Just get these kills. We can go do something else. Oh man. All the clicking. It's over. I don't need to kill one more direwolf. That is, you know, maybe 1,000 crowns worth of stuff we could sell. And that was a very low risk type of fight for us to take. We're low on tools, but everything else looks fine. Refugees on the road, a stream of them. Women with babes swaddled in rope behind their backs and affront their bellies. Men with pitchforks for walking sticks. Descaled friars cutting religious rites through the air with their fingers and breathing prayers under their breath. You try and talk, but they shrink from you, wide-eyed. Finally, an elderly speaks to you quietly. Don't try, sir, they've seen too much. The greenskins, they came in the night. Orcs in the village. Goblins outside it waiting to ambush all that ran. The militia was massacred. Only us cowardly folk survived, and even then, only the fastest among us. You ask the man if he just said goblins and orcs were working together. He nods and pats you on the shoulder. Aye, I did. Safe travels, stranger. Yeah, so the orc, we've been playing on this campaign long enough that the actual in-game crises are rolling over. So we're getting our second orc invasion, or greenskin invasion. Hold up. Nope. No necrosavants. Okay, I mean, this is an orc location. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. I saw Urgat. It looks like he went away. Where'd he go? What the hell? I saw it for a split second, guys. I think it was attached to that party that, like, went inside of the camp. That sucks. That was an orc champion we could have, you know, tried to take out. Man, I would have happily faced a smaller group. Let's see what's in this place. A shaman? More direwolves? I'm not feeling that. Let's explore while we're out here. Armor's in good shape. We still have a legendary location to find. I have no idea where it is. But starting with by searching this fog of war out here is probably a good bet. So many wolf riders. And we'll be a little bit meticulous about it, especially if we're exploring for it at night. That's a lot of wolf riders. I don't know if it typically like spawns in the forests. I think that would probably be a pretty weird... Whoa, we found it. It makes sense. It's a tree. It's a tree in the forest. Okay, so I know what this thing does. I don't remember exactly how you have to answer the questions that are given to you, but I know what it does, and what it does is it removes permanent injuries from one brother. And we need to see who has the worst injuries on our squad that need to get taken care of. So we've got missing finger on Hans and on Svarog. Not the worst. Leisure Side has both a missing finger and brain damage, which honestly isn't that bad for him. It gives him like plenty of resolve. But the hit to his skill is pretty rough. I mean, that's still pretty value to two permanent injuries to get rid of. Fritz has missing ear plus brain damage. Those aren't the worst. And then Wonton having brain damage is actually a plus for him. Sad to say. So I think it's going to be Leisure Side. He died for us a lot early on in our playthrough. He got focused down hard in major battles. But I think this is our chance to pay him back. He's going to lose some resolve, which kind of sucks. but he's going to gain 25% initiative. The experience gain is relevant, but not really past level 11 as much. And getting him his skill back should give him a couple points to both his melee skill and range skill. So okay guys, let's go into the Grotesque tree. A small clearing in the forest centered around Curio, slender tree, or a curious slender tree. I've been playing too much Darkest Dungeon. Something seems to be off about this tree, but it's difficult to make out from afar. I mean, you can already see from here, look at this thing. It's like heads and bodies strapped to the tree. Let's investigate. You stand at the edge of a forest clearing, and the sight therein beggars belief. A trunk of a human body runs up out of the earth like a cinder tree, naked and bristling. Goosebumps for bark. Continuing upward until it's twice as tall as yourself, there are no branches. There are no hands. There are instead a series of human hands, or human heads, bound in a bunch where a tree crown should be. From left to right, they are babyish and beautifully present, ambiguously sexless. Malformed creations of time, it seems, where the shadows they themselves author turn their faces from ones oddly familiar to strangely naive, as they stare about as though they knew not how they got there, and seem ever ready to ask it of you. It reminds you of a drowning you happened upon, the face contorting beneath the running river water, the flesh suffering nothing short of constant conjecture as to what put it there. Whispers sift in from the trees, they rifle over the ground as if spoken by the bugs, and they clamber up your arms until they scratch at your very ears. They ask you to stay. Let's see what this is. Upon entering the clearing, the bizarre creature straightens up, swaying its head from side to side like a peacock readying a display. They speak to you. The elder, yes, here, yes, him. We know him, we knew. The faces warp and discolor, as though blemished in the wake of the words leaving their very mouths. Slowly they reform to speak again, a grotesque panoply of punctuating itself one head at a time. Drink little, heal all. Drink all, become one. I think I remember now what you're supposed to do here. You look down to see an earthen overhang curving across a puddle the size of a plate. There's a faint trickle as water drips into it from the overhang, and from where the water comes is anyone's idea. You look up to see the faces looking down, their appearances molding from anguish to happiness, to surprise to fear to confusion. Familiar, always familiar. Drink little, yes. No, drink all. Looking back down, you take out your water skin and pop the cork. You're supposed to take a little. I don't remember what happens if you drink it all, but if you take a little, you get the flask, and they let you keep it. It's kind of like hinting here to what you should do. So I'll just take a little, and we get the water skin. You crouch beneath the grotesque tree, the heads sway downward, the shade coming with them as though someone were placing the lid upon a basket. When you look up, the stare from a foot away, rippling and forever moving. Yet, one on the far end is very still, its face stuck on an old man's grimace, the brow furrowed, the jowls taut, the elderly lines ever creased as if the fury was holding upon itself like a well-crafted sword. A bulb of darkness surrounds it, the penumbra pulsing as if the head was staring in from another world altogether. Hands firm, you take the water skin and pour out its contents. Emptied, you put it beneath the dripping overhang and listen to each drop hits its bottom. The faces lean in ever closer, surrounding you in a cone of chaos. As they draw near, you can hear the tearing of their reality as they come to and fall out of shape. The water skin shakes in your hand as if you had to hold it against the surge of a waterfall. You yank it out from the overhang, and as you tumble backwards, you realize the heads have long since reared upright. Rolling over, you crawl your way to your feet and run out of the clearing. Seemingly safe, you look back to see the creature is gone. There is nothing there at all. No tree, no fountain. The water skin, however, remains. You gain a water skin. Best keep this somewhere safe. So there's really no rush to use this item, and it is a consumable. You use it and it's gone. A leather water skin filled up with the liquid from under a bizarre human-shaped tree. It whispers in your head that you should drink it to heal. Will remove all temporary or permanent injuries, as well as the old, addicted, exhausted, and hungover traits and status effects. So, I mean, this is something you could potentially use on someone like John. Man, that's something I hadn't even considered. Eventually, he's going to get the old trait, guys, and when that happens, he's going to be a much less useful fighter. So we're going to hold on to this. Leisure Side kind of deserves this, but he's still a strong brother without it. And he even gets a bit of a buff to his resolve, which otherwise would be much lower if he didn't have that brainless injury that he does have. But we're still going to take advantage of this opportunity to explore the farthest corners of our map. See what we see, especially while it's daytime. Try and get a little vantage here. And I don't think there's anything else to really discover as far as legendary locations. We found them all. Maybe we'll find some cool kind of isolated peninsulas or something. Some kind of secondary paths. This connects, that's good. I don't want to have to go all the way back around. Because we're kind of low on food. We need to head back. Boy, are we far away from anything though. We're probably going to have to take fights just to make sure we don't starve. And hope to get food. So, okay. I mean, this is a goblin, another goblin champion. We'll take this fight. And actually, our war bows are going to be more valuable here than anything else. And shields as well. So, let's switch up our gear. Something like that. We'll put Wonton back in. He's excellent. Oh no, did I do that? Okay. Here we go. He's excellent versus the goblin folk. Switch that. Put that back. And maybe take out Ragnar. Or take out Leisure Side, probably. Want as much range as we can get against the goblins. I like the rest. Gimli will come out. Give him his armor back. Is anyone naked? We have an extra set of armor. I'm not sure where it goes. Here we go. Fritz. Okay. Yeah, let's head in. I like this configuration. And on a mostly open field, I love our chances against goblins. So this guy's just got another one of those shields we don't want. But we'll sell this one. Or we'll sell the worst of the two that we'll have. Might be the first unique weapon that I sell. But anyway, we're hoping to get some food, even if it's strange meat. We don't want to start starving on our road back to civilization. Happy that we finally found the last legendary location, though. That's a pretty cool event. And a very unique item. Okay, our odds of hitting dudes are not very good. They're really bad. Nice, okay. We took that one on the chin. Let's go over here. Start trying to hack them down. Alright, that feels bad. And we're not going to move. If we land one of those, we get a kill. Alright, the RNG was not with us. That was purest RNG possible. Just don't want to get netted here. We're not using our ears, our goblin ears. Could have put something like that on Isaac to prevent him from being netted. Let's go first. He's going to get netted 100%, so let's try and get some swings off before that happens. And we whiff. We did take his helmet down. Okay, a little fancy footwork. There goes the net. Expect to see more nets if we get closer. The game just gave them tons of high ground to work with, which is cool for them, bad for me. Because they all have bolus. Start killing some of these skirmishers down here. If we can hit them. We don't seem to be able to. There we go. I'll take that. Good man, Zach. Landing 3 shots like that. Let's try and free ski. If we land that hit, it's a kill. Take the hill, swing at the guy down here, 90% chance. And we'll use adrenaline to try and get another kill. Very good. We've exposed the Overseer. Would have been cool to hit him. And we'll wait, I think, probably one more turn before attempting to step up. Perfect. That's all we needed. To get lucky a few times. And down they go. No reason to do anything here but conserve our fatigue. Man, he's bleeding heavily. Goblins don't have a lot of HP, so, I mean, landing a 20 stack bleed on him is pretty brutal. See where that shot's going. Okay, he didn't shoot. Like that. Very good. %, chances are awful. Let's go for an aim shot. This guy with the net. I'll take it. Time to step in. Aim shot here. Beautiful. So we miss all of our early game shots, but we're landing a lot of these kind of improbable later shots. And now we've managed to tie down the Overseer, which is most of what I care about. Let's get on the high ground. Swords are great goblin killing weapons. Can we step forward one more? No. Wow, the luck. Get this net off of us and close the distance there. I was thinking about using adrenaline, but I would only use it to try and tie down the last ambusher down here. And if we get that kill, I knew we could get on this guy. Now that he's running, he doesn't actually have the ability to footwork away. Nice. Let's go here. And adrenaline. We should be able to kill him right now. 70%. think we've handled this fight well. It wasn't a particularly challenging one. Just a little bit annoying that the goblins had this nice hill that they could fight on. And we will absolutely run them down. Take the high ground, that pretty much guarantees we get the kill that we want. Perfect. So we know we're getting this crappy spear. Anything else that's good? Some strange meat that we'll happily take. I figured that's what we would get. And just a bunch of junk. We can compare this to the other one that we have and see if which one's better. It kind of looks a little different, it seems. No, they look identical. Okay. So we just picked up the skirmisher's spike. We had the assassin shaft. So this one has higher. This one's worth 2,000 and this one's worth. Oh, it's damaged, of course. Let's make sure we repair it too. Higher durability, 31 to 43 versus 25 to 35. So this one does way more damage. It's almost not even a bad spear. 25, 70. So this one has much more effectiveness against armor and it ignores armor. But this one also has weapon skills built up 3 less fatigue, eh? 35 to 40. 31 to 43. I mean, it's not bad. It's 8 less fatigue, and it also helps him to not build up fatigue. I mean, this isn't terrible. It doesn't have great durability, which doesn't matter that much. It just sucks against armor. We could try it out. We'll use it for fun. But we'll probably be selling the other one. Almost without a doubt. So we've still got some time left. But we do need to make it to civilization. The nearest place is probably Finsterwald. We still have 2 days worth of food. We'll pass by here and see if we can see what the garrisons are. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god, look at this place. They have 2 of them. Man, do we do it, guys? I feel like we do. We have to, right? It's going to take a while. It's going to make this video go long, but I'm cool with it. And I think I'm going to switch out my weapon back to my fighting spear just because this one's damaged. And if this is a long battle, I don't want my weapon to break. Alright guys, don't fail me like last time and miss like all of our opening shots. And this should go smoothly. So our first double champion fight. Oh god, and a poison right off the bat, of course. Wolf Riders I'm never that scared of. They jump right in, they get killed. The champion there, I mean, we've gotten one of these bows. Maybe the bow we get here will be better, just like the spear is better. That would be great. 45% versus... Yeah, we want to get rid of these guys when we can. Where's the other champion? Oh, here he is, and it's another one of those spears. I'll take that. As long as we're hitting stuff, I'm cool. Comes Big Daddy Overseer. Checking on his kids. They're not doing so hot. We'll wait here. Jeez, come on. They jumped in the exact perfect way to shut down our throwing weapons. Pretty smart from the AI. But man, I would love to use some cool goblin weapons. They're just kind of like a lesser tier. I think the fact that it's so light probably puts it over the top for me. The -3 fatigue on each skill use is huge. And it's already super light, and Wonton kind of has trouble with fatigue already. So it's going to help him out in a lot of areas. And he's already, he's sacrificing a little bit of effectiveness versus armor. But as someone who uses a fighting spear, he's already slightly ineffective versus armor, or very ineffective, I should say. So it's really not that big of a hit. It's just like the thing he's already kind of the worst at gets worse, and the thing we've wanted him to be good at this whole time, he gets better. It's cool. I mean, sometimes you spear wall hoping that they ignore the center of your formation. I want to push them around to the outside. It takes them longer to go around, so that usually buys me an extra turn of shooting. But man, they're wrecking Isaac. Alright, we'll get that free kill. And I was hoping to get this this guy off of us. Perfect. Just a straight up thinning of the numbers. Happy to hit the champion, soften him up a little bit. Using shield wall, we probably should have just broken that shield that he's currently using. And if we could have gotten Svarog into the bush, that would have been awesome. Okay. Rough miss there. Get that decapitation. And let's actually go first. Could probably get another kill here. Let's lock some of these dudes down, not let them come back. These trees are doing wonders for us in terms of blocking vision for these archers. Perfect. Free kill. You know what, let's go for another adrenaline there. We've got great fatigue right now on Lancel. Maybe should have considered using adrenaline here so we can shut down the back line. Could have done it with Svarog, maybe got here. Almost. Yeah, we can't get past him. Alright, that shuts down the Overseer from using his crossbow unless it's already loaded. He can take one more shot. He can also use footwork, of course. But that's a lot of things he has to do that's not hitting us. Man, okay. Ow! What an unusual goblin move. Stepped into a two-man surround just to spite us. Super unusual. Kind of hoping to hit that guy and we didn't. Some 43%. So that was 4 40% shots essentially that we just missed. Feels really bad. to step in here. Let's help Isaac beat this this dude down. Hans goes in there. And yeah, another spear for our collection. And we may be able to tie them down. If we can kill this guy that just before he actually gets to do anything, that furthers the chances that we can get Svarog onto the champion as well. So Adrenaline's coming up pretty handy against goblins. It kind of always has. I would like to get a line shot here as well. It could be devastating. Love that. Getting him out of the net before he gets to go. That's perfect. The rest of these dudes can go. This guy, however, cannot. Man, it would have been sweet if we beat that orc battle. It's just so difficult. That's something I might do in my free time. And if I think I'm gonna like beat it, I'll just hit the record button so you guys can see like the aftermath and maybe see the battlefield. I don't really have that much free time though, sadly. I've got so many things I'm trying to do right now that it's just, life is a little rough. But this battle did not take nearly as long as I thought it would, and that's probably entirely because... Damn. I was going to say entirely because we fought them on even ground for once. Still have another attack. We could drop dogs for the rest of these things, but I don't think we need to do that. Nice. They're going to be too far gone for us to catch. But we'll probably get both of these dudes. Finish him. Okay. Put a stack of Overwhelm, not that it matters, because he's already running. Really a great map to fight goblins on. So much vision being obscured by these trees, and no high ground for them to take advantage of. Alright, let's just end the turn. Sit back and relax. So, of course we're going to get that bow. But will it be as good as a war bow? Don't know. So there it is. The famed Stinger. I'm not seeing anything impressive about its damage. It does have a lot of armor-piercing qualities. Yeah, it doesn't look like it'll be very good. Oh, nice, but we did pick up another helmet. The Mercenary Step Helmet, it's not a very good one. It's got pretty low fatigue. It's only -2 vision. Okay. Make sure we pick up the good stuff here. Tools and ammo, money. We need all this food. Okay, what are we dumping? We probably have a whole inventory full of broken zombie trash. Let's get rid of that. Light shields aren't worth anything. Anything else? Quivers are not worth much. Nets really aren't worth much either, but we'll see how much space we have in a second. And all of this food is pretty much going bad, but that's some nice stacks. These weapons are all valuable. We'll take them with us. The bows are pretty valuable too, but they're damaged. This is worth 200. The nets are worth 50. We'll get rid of the nets, even though the nets are far more useful. We're just looking to sell right now and make money when we get back. It's a 72. That's fine. I'm good with that. We picked up a lot of ammo too, which we did need. It was like 50 something ammo. When you fight goblins, you burn through it like crazy. So who can we use this helmet on? I don't know if anyone actually. It's a decent helmet on John D because he does have eagle eyes. But he's an archer. So he can basically wear... No, it's not a good helmet on him. He has eagle eyes, so he can wear a -1 vision helmet, but he can't wear a -2. A -2 is a crossbowman's helmet with eagle eyes. But I don't think we have any of those. We do not. I feel like I'm missing something. Someone can wear this helmet, surely. It's a light helmet. Maybe one of our... Would not be John. It could be this John. When the time comes and we need him to be in very light gear. This mercenary helmet could be great for him. And we could check out how it looks. It's a pretty cool looking piece. He would basically be wearing that plus this type of armor. It's a pretty cool look. Don't hate it. But for now, I think we just keep it in our inventory and chill out. And we can compare these two here. The one we just picked up is much more durable. Man, this other one, the Northern Hailbringer, has a bunch more damage. But is a lot less effective versus armor. But this one also has the weapon skill build up, 3 less fatigue. Man, that's so huge. Yeah, it sucks that they're not very good. But we did pick up a bunch more food, and now we're good for 4 days. So we may as well come down and see what's here. Who knows, it could be something we want to fight. Oh, we've seen this before, guys. This is the one with like the Children of the Corn. Yeah. And they took our best rations, and now how much? Yeah, now we only have food for 3 days. Feel free to have read that. If you want to go back a little bit, scrub backwards and read what happened. Are they just not going to tell us what's in here? Okay. An overseer. Probably a decent little fight. But this path, this trajectory is bringing us past the Field of Bones, which may very well have necrosavants for us to battle. So let's do that first. Let's end the episode. We've already gone long. Let's just wait until we get back to Strasbourg, Finsterwald, wherever the case may be. Probably Strasbourg, just because it's a bigger city. I can give you guys the satisfaction of watching me unload all my wares. I've gotten good loot from goblin locations. I just always seem to get something rare whenever I fight them, and they're so densely packed together. Like, we could go boom, 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 and hit all of these locations, and maybe get something great from them. Just a plethora of ancient legionnaires. Man. Guys, I don't know what to do. I just can't find necrosavants to save my life. We've got, I think we've got just about the entire map explored. I may just have to kill tons of stuff and hope to clear it enough to make, you know, those types of enemies spawn. Don't know what else I can do. The prices here should be decent. This place likes us a bit, I think. And they are. The prices are decent. Perhaps not the best for selling, but let's make our cash. Winged mace there sells for quite a bit. We have 3 of these now. Unbelievable. We didn't even check the new one. The backstabbing Blade Fury. kind of the same deal. I think we get rid of the Assassin Shaft and the Backstabbing Blade Fury and hold on to the Goblin Skirmisher Spike, which just does more damage and builds up very little fatigue. And I'm happy with that. That's another 600, what was that, 643, something like that. Sell off one of the Great Axes. We don't need 2 Spiked Impalers in our inventory. This weapon is garbage, but we'll repair it. Well, garbage is harsh. That's a harsh way to say that. This weapon is not that good, so we'll get rid of that at a better date. We don't need a mail patch. Don't need all of these adrenaline glands or this golden rank insignia. We certainly don't need all of these pelts. We'll hold on to 3. Sell the salt. And just like that, guys, we're back up to like 60 grand. And this reminds me of a story. I think, Jacob, you wrote it in the comment section about us walking into like an armorer and just dumping all of our junk on their desk and being like, take it all. And the guy's like, but sir, I'm an armorer. I don't buy this stuff. And you're just like, nope. Pelts, spoons, signet rings, adrenaline glands. Just like, take it. Don't want to hear about it. Buy my junk. Okay, I think that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. We can check the weaponsmith, see if there's anything good on offer. Not really. And hopefully there's some cheap tools. Good. Not as many as I would like. Also not as much food and ammunition as I would like. You know what? We've already gone long. Let's head over to Wizendorf. Just see what they have going on. In terms of deals, maybe we can buy something. We've got so much gold and just nothing currently to spend it on. And they have a problem with Hexen. We'll buy all the tools. We'll buy a ton of extra food. And ammo. I don't really want to fight Hexen. Let's go over to Dornan. If I knew I was going to Dornan, I probably would have not sold everything at Strockberg. Because Dornan gives us the ridiculous prices. And let's get everybody a little bit drunk. East of Wizendorf, they want us to fight goblins. Basically to go back exactly where we came. Just say we need some time to think about it. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's Greedy Heart's hideout. Go back over here. We could do this, or I could do this in my free time, and then we could take these fights against the Ancient Dead. Maybe their compositions have changed since the last time we were there. That would be nice. But for right now, let's just do this while I feel like doing it. And we're on camera, we're hanging out. No big deal. I want to go to Brunwald. I want to try to find a place with another armory that maybe we can buy something cool. Because it's probably what I would do as soon as the cameras stop. So let's just keep it going. Or the recording stops, not the cameras. I'm an old man, guys. I say stuff wrong. They have marauding greenskin, so I guess their gear is a little light. But we may as well stop here. They have a trading caravan coming. I think that affects what they have in their inventory. Well, I like everything. We have to spend a ton on food right now. Up to 6 days. We'll buy all the ammo we can. Let's see what happens when the trading caravan comes in. If that changes anything. Very curious. And while we're chilling, we can also start the repair process on that bow so we can sell that. Okay, so the trading caravan didn't even stop. Let's head up to Brunwald. There's some area here that we could explore in another episode. Hopefully maybe a location that we need pops up. Man, they got some big armies there protecting them. Armor, come on. Don't let me down. No, coat of plates. I mean, stuff we could buy, I guess. But that we don't need. And the prices aren't amazing here either. Man, let's just get some more drinks. 2, 3. Get some more provisions. and call that good. What do you want us to fight? Southeast of Strasbourg? They want us to go all the way back down there? Oh my god. No. Alright, y'all. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We had some fun stuff. We tried to take on one of the most ridiculous orc encampments. Probably the toughest orc battle I've ever seen. No, that's not true. I've faced greater numbers, but the fact that there was a champion in there as well definitely made it difficult. And I think we could have done it given time. We took on a double goblin champion battle after already killing a goblin champion. So that was kind of cool. And we finally found the tree that gave us the water skin. So we'll hold on to this. We'll see what happens, especially with John. And maybe we consider using that to take care of his old ailment. So guys, without any further ado, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.